Today is December 30th, 2017. A perfect time to look ahead at what is to come in the next year and to make plans and announcements. So, this is what I'm doing. Some people call this New Year's resolutions. Those, of course, are always out the window by January 2nd. So, I'd rather stick to these kinds of announcements. And I also think those are kind of more useful. In order to do this and to not have you stare at a blank screen all the time, I've just created this little PowerPoint presentation here, which might be something that I'd refine a little in the future, so that generally whenever there are more audio-heavy episodes here, we do it this way, so it's easier to follow along. Let's just go ahead and jump right into these points. Now, the first thing is what I've named here as develop a more coherent style of photography. In the last video, which was a little bit of a teaser of what I want to do with this channel, I said I was very unhappy with the way I've done things in the past and that they were all over the place. So that is one thing that I want to change up over this year and over the time to come after that. In order to show this a bit, I want to have regular commentaries on things I've done, just to hold myself accountable. And then to also have a point there where I have to say, okay, yeah, maybe I've succeeded in it or not. And if not, to also openly say that and, see how to go on from there. The second thing is to finally create a fitting website for all the photography things. I've been doing this on and off and, being a web developer, it should be fairly easy for me, but then again, when you've programmed websites for 8 hours a day, then, while this is something you do because you love it, and I certainly do love it, I just don't have the time always. And of course, I'd love to go out and create a beautiful, specific CMS for my own site that is really geared towards dealing with images a lot. We'll have to see what we'll do there. I kind of think that I'm going to build something custom and maybe take you along in the form of a small video series. I don't think I'm going to do it so much in the design phase, simply because I tend to be very indecisive with those things and it would be hours of me just tinkering around. But, maybe I'd just do like a small roundup of what I've done as far as the design goes and, then a few videos where I'd write the code for this. Probably it's not a system that's like widely adaptable to other people because it's very specific to me. But that's fine for me. Or I'd work with something existing. Though my rule sort of is that I don't like to use something like WordPress. So we'll see about that. And then there is this point of sharing more, with these videos. So, that's what you see here. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I have in the past very much had things that were kind of hidden away. I've done things, I've never shown them to anyone. That's, kind of not helpful when you try to get feedback for things. And then there's one more, which is to actually work with people. And a part of this is, of course, the sharing aspect, especially as far as, connecting with people goes. But, as of yet, I've always primarily worked with landscapes, with nature, some still life stuff. And a lot of this was driven by, I don't want to even call it a phobia or anything, no, certainly not. I'm an outgoing person, but I'm enough of an introvert to not go out and ask people to take their portrait or anything. And I'd like to get away from that a little, to sort of move out of my own comfort zone. I think that's something important. I think that's something that's helpful to do. And, when you don't try these things, then you can never grow. And on the other hand, you can only make new experiences here. So that's what I want to do. And, it's also a thing where, as far as things like portraiture or what people call street photography goes, if there are results, then I can share those. And show them to you and see what other people think about them. And I think that these kinds of anxieties are something that's shared by many people. I feel that this is not something unique to me, but they are not talked about so often. We only see the people who really don't have a problem with these things, and especially on media like YouTube that are very much dominated by sort of more extrovert personalities. So, that is this point. And yeah, that's it for today. I think we're gonna go ahead from now on with a few of those like running commentary videos on images that I've made in maybe the week before the video, or on the same day, but usually just for like one image or so, or two images that I pick out just to like document this whole aspect of like getting to a more coherent style and kicking off other series and topics just as we go along. So, until then, see you.